Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. This week, as you can probably tell, I'm running. Surprise, surprise. I'm currently in the Lake District doing a big weekend of running. This is in training for next year's Tribe Run for Love, which I've talked extensively about on previous videos, but I'm also using it as training for this year's 125-kilometre ultramarathon near Fort William in Knoydart in the Scottish Highlands. I am a few weeks out from that. Today we're doing, I think, about 23 miles. Unfortunately, I missed my train this morning, so I'm starting a little bit into the run, which was originally supposed to be 27 miles. I think I've missed maybe like 6 miles of it, so 10k, and we'll be doing slightly less. But then tomorrow we have another big day of either 10 kilometers or 21 kilometers. I am yet to decide. It very much depends on how I feel after today. So just gonna bring you guys along with me. Hopefully we get to see some nice views and I won't be on the road for the entire thing. So we're about 5.5 kilometers, well, I'm about 5.5 kilometers in, everyone else is about 15.5 kilometers in. I'm gonna introduce you to some of the people who are doing this because I think it's kind of helpful to realize that like most people who do this sort of thing are like relatively normal. Not like, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I don't know. Not like, you know, insane ultra, I mean everyone is insane ultra runners, but still kind of normal people. So Margaret here, you did the Tribe Run for Love 3. I did, yeah, last year in the Azores. And you're back, which means that you can't have hated it that much. No, it was such an amazing experience. I can't wait to do it again. So like, what sort of running do you do? Like, what do you have coming up?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I'm going back to road racing for a little bit.
Ew.
I know.
You traitor.
Doing the York Marathon.
Okay.
So hoping it's going to be like a nice small one with a good race vibe.
Yeah.
And that'll be my first road marathon since 2019.
Wow.
So,
okay, amazing.
Should be fun.
Cool, and how are you feeling today?
Good, pretty strong. Not used to the hills, having been stuck in London for so long.
Yeah, of course.
So,
but we are on road, so that's something at least.
It does help. Not having to pay attention to my footwork is pretty good.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, well, thank you very much.
Thanks,
happy running. Okay, so we're doing it super easy pace today, which is really nice because it means that everyone kind of stays together as a group. We've done 4 miles so far. I don't know why I'm mixing my miles and kilometers. That is 44 minutes, basically. We've got a bit of a climb now and then like a really long descent, apparently. And apparently there are nice views at the top, but not looking that viewy today. That's fine, we still have tomorrow as well, although it looks like it's going to rain all of tomorrow as well. But if you can do your training in this sort of weather, then when it comes to race day, you're kind of prepared for everything, which is a good thing. This rain makes it kind of slippy.
It does.
Okay. Oh, oh Jesus, dear Lord. Okay. Wet. Okay, so very slow and steady pace for this. We did find ourselves off course a little bit, but we are back on course and climbing. You guys know that's my favorite thing. But it does mean we get to take it nice and easy. And so supposedly we have really nice views at the top, but I can barely see the people in front, so I have a feeling it's going to be a nice view of the clouds. That's a cool shot though. It's pretty cool. Woo woo! Made it! And the views, guys, this is why we come here, for the views.
The lake is just over there.
So that's the lake. Great stuff. Okay, I am 10k in, everyone else is 20k in. And we're on a really technical descent at the moment, hence why I can't look at the camera. Having loads of fun so far, feeling pretty fresh, just had my first bit of food. Suddenly got absolutely starving, and that's what happens if you don't preempt nutrition. So really should have had food about 20 minutes ago, but that's okay. That is what training is for. And we literally can't see where we're going. You guys saw the views, they did not exist. But everyone's in really good spirits and we're all having a lot of fun. Look at him go! Woo! It's the sea. Hey! All good. That's the only bit that I've been able to run so far. Freewheeling! Freewheeling! This is nice after all the uphills. 3k to go until our first stop of the day. Everyone else would have done 23-ish k, 24. I would have done 13 or 14. Obviously I feel very fresh. Obviously not everyone else feels the same. But on a really nice long downhill stretch, just gonna try not kill my knees. We made it to our first pit stop, 13 kilometers in. Beautiful location. It's been a really long downhill stretch, which has been fun to be able to get running because most of it's been a sort of boggy hill climb so far. But look! And we're at lunch number 1. So we're back running again. We've had lunchy stop, not really lunch, a stop numero uno, pit stop. This is the thing I love about ultra running. It's like, how can I fit running around as much food as possible? And that's sort of what we've been doing. It's like stop every 20 minutes or something, have a bite to eat, then have one stop, have more to eat, and then run a little bit. Then we got 20k, and then we got another stop where we're having a full-on lunch, and then we have dinner. So, you know, running around food. A lake in the lakes. What are the odds? Wowie. What are we? 17.5 kilometers. Love and life. Okay, so we were on the roads since lunch. a lot of road running, which on the one hand is kind of horrible because I don't like roads. On the other hand, really nice because it was semi-flat and there was very little chance of me falling over. Whereas everywhere else we've been so far has been like, don't lose concentration because otherwise you'll be smack on your face. And we're having a little stop to wait for some of the others to catch up. And it could be worse views. This is pretty decent. I mean, I wouldn't call it a view, but it is amazing. Two and a half kilometers in, just by the lake at the moment. We're kind of going all the way along the edge of it. I think I've been here before, like once. It's just beautiful. It's really, really nice. The weather is trying to clear up a little bit. It's actually extremely humid as well, but perfect running weather, I think. Not too hot. I think we've got, how much longer do we have to go? 11k. We have 11k. Thank you, everyone. Crowdsourcing information. 11k to go. So I feel really fresh still, but I've got to remember this is not a race. This is very much just training. Six and a half k in. Wait, when are we stopping? In like 8k? No one knows. No one knows. How are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty golden.
Yeah?
Cruising along.
Is this
pace.
sort of distance normal for you?
No.
No?
Categorically not.
Oh, okay, good.
But we're enjoying it nonetheless.
We are, definitely. And tomorrow, are you planning on doing 21k or 10k?
That is a plan that gets figured out in the morning.
Yeah, I think same with me. Yeah, I'm hoping to see how I feel tomorrow and then see what's sensible a week out from London Marathon. Sensible. It's a key word here that I'm trying to stick to. Can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Rob from Tribe. I'm happy to be running with Flora in the lakes.
Woo-woo!
Struggling a bit.
You were just talking about which crazy race you have coming up. Can you just tell my viewers a little bit about the insanity?
The race is called the Spine Race, and it's kind of an eccentric British race. Happens every January, and it's 270 miles along the Pennine Way. And in the middle of winter, so you have pretty horrendous Arctic conditions. You have to carry everything on your back, and the idea is it's kind of training for self-sufficient in kind of winter wilderness in England. So you bivvy in the snow. Some people try and sleep in abandoned churches.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And it gets pretty cold, yeah?
It gets very cold, yeah.
Like how cold?
That depends, but certainly at nights, like into the minus. And often you see pictures of runners on it and you'd think they're in like Siberia or something. It's not.
Amazing, sounds great. So how much training do you actually have to do for something like that?
I mean, I don't really know. I'm trying to train when I've been fittest is when I've done trained for a sub 3 hour marathon basically, in a road marathon. I'm actually just doing that again because I think I'll just try and get fit through that.
Yeah, and do lots of hills.
And do lots of hills because I live in London.
Oh yeah, you're just going up Primrose Hill again and again.
But this is great, the Tribe.
Yeah, it's like double whammy training for you. You get 2 in 1.
Baptism of fire.
Amazing, well that sounds insane and good luck.
Thanks so much.
kilometers in. Still feeling okay. We've done a big climb recently. I feel like it's not uphill all the way back, is it? So we got to have a downhill at some point. No?
2 miles before 10.
Which is where we're going. 2 miles. Okay. We'll see. Yes, okay, yeah, it makes sense to have another 3k of down. Anyway, yeah, so nearly 30 kilometers in. I think we're finishing about 33k and I feel okay. Salus?
Yes.
Salus, I've never heard of it. So we have here a wolf, a Lake District wolf, native to the area, I believe. Hello. Hi. Kingfisher, get out of here. We are 32.5 kilometers, well, I'm 32.5 kilometers in, everyone else is just over a marathon in. We have about 2 kilometers left to go. Starting to feel it, definitely my legs on this road. It's like super hard and slightly undulatory, but I'm just excited to get back because I'm really hungry. And I'm just really tired of sweet things. I kind of want something savory and nice. So the faster I go, the sooner I'm back. We're still going on road. We've been going on road for absolutely ages, I feel. It's always these last little roady bits of a run or a race that just take it out of me. I think it's because it's kind of monotonous and like boring. This is why I don't like road running. It just goes on forever and ever and ever. And then, oh my goodness, we're here. Uh-huh. Yay! We made it. 33.6. Okay, not quite there yet, but I think I'll be walking this last bit. Yay! Okay, food time. I'm happy again now, so all's good. Woo! Well done, everyone. Yeah. Well, we are done for the day in the youth hostel, as you can probably see. It's my first time in bunk beds in an extremely long time, so that'll be fun. I'm gonna sign off for the day because we have lots of running to do tomorrow and I just kind of want to chill out right now. So I'm gonna go have a shower, eat loads of food, and then we have dinner. So happy days. I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is around 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. I woke up about 5:45, thinking again that it's time to get up at the same time as yesterday, which was actually 5 a.m. But I kind of snoozed until 7:30, which was super nice. And I had a really long sleep because I got into bed at literally like 8:30 or something. So a good 11 hours of being in bed, which makes me very happy. This morning we're going to be grabbing breakfast and doing a couple of stretches before heading off at 9:30. So we've got a little bit of time to kind of eat, let it all settle down, and then head off on our run. The distances today can either be 21 kilometers or 10 kilometers. And I spoke to Holly, my coach, and she thinks that I should do the 10 kilometers. But I was very tempted to do the 21 because obviously because I missed the first 10 kilometers of yesterday, I was kind of like, oh, I've got to make it up. But that's not really what running's about. And I feel really good today considering the 34 whatever kilometers yesterday. So I don't want to make it worse, you know? I don't want to go from feeling really good and having a good training weekend to overdoing it because of ego and then feeling like crap. So I'm being sensible, which is not very common for runners, but I'm being sensible and it's going to be a beautiful route anyway. So I will bring you along with me. everyone, so we're about to set off for today's run. I've kind of mapped out a route. There was sort of an unofficial route before, but I was desperate to climb up one of the hills, one of the local hills. So I kind of mapped out a route that is pretty much the same, but pops up a hill and then back down again. It's about 12.5 kilometers, which I think it will be really nice for today. Just wanted to talk quickly through what I've got in my bag. Although today is only 12.5 kilometers, we have to carry our packs, so I've got everything that I had yesterday. I have 2 portable chargers with me, obviously because it's a 2-day run rather than just a 1-day run. You will all know this, but obviously when it's cold, your phone runs out quicker. And so having a portable charger is a godsend. It's also the same charger that I use for my GoPro, which means that I'm not gonna run out of battery while I'm out trying to vlog for you guys. I've got a litre of water in these front pouches. Oh, and the bag itself is a Columbia 7-litre vest. I love this one. I think it's probably my favorite one that I've ever used. It's got front water rather than a kind of hydration bladder in the back, which I prefer because it doesn't get so hot. Often when it's up against your back and you're running, it kind of gets warm and it's like drinking like flavourless tea, which is not so nice. Aside from that, I've got a bar and a gel, a human food bar, and it's not actually a gel, it's Lucho Dietos, which is bocadillo, which is a Colombian like traditional sweet, but it's made of guava and it's just like super sugary. It's perfect alternative to gels, and it's wrapped in biodegradable leaf, which means that you can kind of chuck it at the side of the trail. I talk about these things all the time, so apologies if you've heard me saying this before, but I think a lot of people found it quite useful. And then I have a protein bar as well for when we finally stop. If there's going to be a bit of a break until lunch, I at least get to eat something straight away. I also have 2 waterproofs with me, one packable waterproof and one tape seams waterproof. The packable one is quite breathable and light, but it's not super waterproof, whereas the tape seams one is very, very waterproof, but not so breathable. I don't think I'm gonna need either of them today, although it is raining, your skin's waterproof and I'm not out there all day. But when you are out for a really long time, obviously you get tired and you cool down way quicker. It's really important to have good waterproofs with you to make sure that you don't get too cold. I think that's kind of it. What else? I've got one more layer as well, because when we sit down for lunch, it gets really cold. And my card, my money. Just in case, just in case. Everything is just in case, really. Like, I don't think I'll need anything except for the water and the food in my bags, but just in case. It's better to be prepared than caught unawares.
I'm so out of breath. I literally can't keep this conversation up the road.
Yeah,
up the
I
hill.
know. I definitely have a horrible habit of like chatting the whole way through something and then getting really annoyed of my own voice, which I feel like all of my YouTube followers must agree with. This is our group for 12.5k today. Everyone looking super psyched. Starts on road and then we get to the trails. So I've stuck my glasses on because it's actually pretty rainy today, and I keep blinking my whole way through the thing. Apparently I'm leading the route today, so need to figure out where we're going because I like notoriously just get lost all the time. It is really rainy now. It's like torrential. It's the sort of thing where my glasses actually just become a hindrance. Off the road and onto the trails. Woohoo! Good navigation. Come on, guys! Whoop, whoop, whoop. How are you feeling?
Good.
Yay! Such a beautiful route. Hi sheepies, hello. So I took everyone on the wrong route. So I took everyone on yesterday's route, like on the way back towards the end yesterday, and it means that we don't get to the peak that I was desperate to do. So I'm gonna go give the peak a go, and then I'm gonna meet them on my way back down. They're basically going around the side, and then we'll meet. This is almost completely unrunnable terrain. At least in my little legs. But it's great fun. It's very, very slippery on these rocks, which I feel like they put here to make it easier to walk, but when it rains it's just like a slide. There should theoretically be only one route, so hopefully I haven't gone wrong. should just be a little detour, like two sides of a square. I'm going up and down and they're going around, in theory. So we will see how that goes. I just saw two hikers who had just done this bit, so it's obviously a route. Hopefully one in the right direction. My phone isn't picking up signal, so thank goodness for this watch. Got the map, so I'm going straight on and then I'm going right to meet up with the others. I'm on the final hike up to Latabare, which is I think 245 meters or something. It's amazing because usually you'd be able to see the peak and then you'd know that that's the peak, but at the bottom I had no idea that that was there. So I just sort of went up and hoped for the best. Thankfully, it has one of those peak markers on it, so I'm hoping that it says Latabare on it and that I'm not climbing some other random peak. I'm having a really good time. It's not every day you get to run trails like this, and I really feel like I am so lucky to be here. Like I really have to make the most of it, so I'm trying to like take in everything. It's eerily quiet, other than me obviously. No one else is out here that I can see, but to be fair I can't really see very much, so it's some good alone time, and this is the sort of place where I don't put my headphones in just in case. Made it to the peak. You can't see it but it's behind me. Saw some people up there who were very nice, took a nice pic, and heading back down. This is the fun bit. So I found the hiking crew who are doing 10k today. I'm not really sure like how our routes met up, but I'm running down to the point where I'm supposed to be meeting the others, and hopefully they'll be coming along soon. It is extremely wet. I'm very conscious also of the fact that, running aside, if I go over on an ankle, next week's not going to be very fun. So I'm trying to take it kind of like easy, but there's really no such thing as easy here, at least not for someone like me. It's kind of tough terrain, but beautiful routes. Okay, so they've gone on ahead a little bit, so I'm just gonna free wheel my way down this mountain / hill to try and meet them at the bottom. They're like in the next town, which is at the bottom of this. So yeah, good stuff, get to run. It's also started raining quite heavily, so very happy to be moving at an okay pace, because the longer you're out in the rain, the more likely it is that you're gonna get cold and miserable and hungry, and I don't want to be any of those things. The sign says Ambleside, 6 miles, which means I'm going in the right direction. Can't be 6 miles, surely. Anyway, cool castle. This is Ray Castle. Whoop, just beautiful. Apparently they're 3 minutes up ahead, according to some runner who passed. This is so cool. It's a really nice route. Very pleased. Done 10k so far, having my first bit of food, luchadietos, just sugar. It's half of one of yesterday's blocks saved, which you can't do with gels, but obviously you can do with these solid things, which is kind of a godsend. Yum. Still haven't caught them up, still chasing. That's the castle up there. Not bad views, even on a day like today. Apparently they're just up ahead, but I have heard that about 5 times now. Hiking the hills, My legs are definitely fatigued, but like cardiovascularly I feel very fit, but my legs are just like, too many hills. But hills equals views, and that is why we do them. Ambleside. Let's go! This is such a cool route. I'm very happy to have found it. It's like the footpath zigzags in and out of the road path. So even though there's a road right to my left, it feels like I'm very much countryside-y, which I guess like is the lakes. Very countryside-y. Yeah, it's really beautiful and kind of softly undulatory as well. So she says running out of breath massively, but nothing crazy. Hi Spy runners! There they are! Finally. Woo! I feel like this has been some sort of video game trying to chase them down. Done just under 14 kilometers and we are in Ambleside. Really pleased with today's route. It was really beautiful. I was kind of like creating it blind. I didn't really know what was what. Don't know the area at all. So I'm very pleased that it ended up being quite a nice one. And now we're going to the pub because that's where a run should end really. I'm gonna grab some food and then I'm gonna hop on the train back to Bristol. Well, that is me done for this week. I had such a great weekend. We're at the train station at the moment and I'm just sort of thinking about this whole weekend. Like even a year ago, that would have been quite a huge weekend for me. And the crew was so nice. There were people of all sorts of abilities. So yeah, really great to get out. And I'm very happy that I made it despite missing my train at the beginning. Half an hour early for the train here, so definitely not gonna miss it. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog and it gave you some inspiration for getting out here, up here in the Lake District. If you haven't been, you have to visit. It is honestly the most beautiful place. I think it's absolutely spectacular and I think you can really spend quite a lot of time here exploring different routes and never really get bored because there's so much to see, which is super nice. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. That is it. Thanks again for watching. Bye!